Guys, big hours on the market as usual. We are almost entering into the final days of July, and then it's going to be full focus on August. We are entering into crucial stages of the transfer window. While it's an important moment, we will enter into the travel, medical, signature and all the formal steps. The agreement with the player on personal terms is very close. It's not done yet at this stage, so we have to be careful and respectful till the end of the negotiation. Also because Bayern keep calling, Arsenal remain informed on the player, so it's still an open story. But so negotiations are starting between the two clubs, and negotiations already advanced on personal terms.
Rashford gone. What about the other outgoings that we're expecting at Manchester United?
Yeah, well, look, with Manchester United, we've known all summer that there were 5 players who were told to keep away from pre-season training, to search for a future away from Old Trafford. 1 now has gone in Marcus Rashford joining Barcelona. The other 4 on your screen behind you still remain. Let's start with Alejandro Garnacho, just 21 years old. He's got a contract until 2028. Huge potential, Argentina international already, but Ruben Amorim has made it clear the future isn't for him at Old Trafford. Now, we know Chelsea were interested in the player and are still interested in the player, but they have signed a player like Jamie Gittins, very similar mould of a player. Doesn't totally rule Chelsea out, but likely scenario if Chelsea come back in is that they sell some of their current crop of players. Aston Villa, another club, remaining interested. The thing with Garnacho is that Manchester United signed him for very little as a youngster, so regardless of what profit they make, it's going to be big profit which they can then use to reinvest in the squad. So even if, say, they valued this player at around like 60, 70 million at the start of the year, and maybe that's dropped to, say, 40 million pounds, it's still, they'll see it as pretty good business. So Alejandro Garnacho is one of those players still surplus to requirements at United, but he's not the only one, is he?
Yeah. James mentioned about Garnacho and Chelsea. Well, we know that Jadon Sancho was at Chelsea last season on loan. They didn't take up the obligation to buy, so Manchester United received a £5 million penalty fee from Chelsea because they didn't take up the obligation. United still want to release Jadon Sancho. They want to sell him on a permanent deal, if at all possible. Dialogue is open between Juventus and Manchester United over the potential signing of Jadon Sancho, as it is between Jadon Sancho's representatives and Juventus. Now, Juventus are working on sales before they can do a deal for Sancho, because their big priority in this window was to sign Francisco Conceição from Porto. They've effectively done that now, but to bring in someone like Sancho, one or both of Timothy Weah and Nicolas Gonzalez would have to be sold for them to be able to go into the market again to bring in someone like Jadon Sancho. If it doesn't happen, because there's still a big doubt whether he will end up at Juventus, there are a number of other clubs in Europe who are interested in Jadon Sancho, but Manchester United want to get this deal done sooner rather than later.
He's not the only one. Anthony's another one that United would rather sell. They want to sell him. Remember, he went on loan to Real Betis last season, performed really well, performed well in that Conference League final defeat, albeit to Chelsea too. Actually had a promising spell, showed signs of what sort of player he was. But this is a tricky one for Manchester United. It's a player they paid £82 million for. He's still got 2 years left of his contract.
Many things are happening. Wait for your opinion here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.